Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here at Jakara's Finance. Like always, make sure you're hitting that like, subscribe, and post notification bell because you want to know when we are releasing brand new videos just like this one right here. And that's why it is so important that you get that notification bell, because today we are going to be talking about two meme stock breakouts. Today we are talking about GME and AMC, better known as GameStop and AMC. Now, what we've been noticing is an uptrend that has been taking place in the meme stock market particularly. And we were tracking this information because we saw that it could get to a crescendo, which it absolutely did. We have information here that shows that as of this recording, GameStop is actually trading at about $205 a share, and AMC is trading at about $42 a share. Why is this important? The reason why this is important is because it has broken through psychological barriers. This is the first time in quite some time that GME has been trading over $200 a share and AMC has been trading over $40 a share. What we've been noticing in the past few weeks is that the stocks have been hovering at a certain level. With GME, it had been hovering around $150 a share, and with AMC, it had been hovering right around the $30 a share mark. Well, what has happened in the last 7 days is GME is actually up 32%, and AMC is actually up 24%. That is in the last 7 days of trading. And that should get a lot of people excited for a lot of reasons. Now, the question is, how can you capitalize off of this? There are a couple of different ways that you can take advantage of what is going on in the marketplace right now. First and foremost, we have to recognize and realize that we are coming into the fall season, which is very, very important because this is the time of year that stocks begin to pick up again. In the summer months, stocks tend to slow down a bit, and for a myriad of reasons. There's a ton of reasons why stocks slow down in the summer, but historically what we have found is that trading volume gets particularly light in the summer months. There's this old saying, sell in May and go away. Well, in June, July, and August, normally things tend to slow down a bit, and the volume tends to decrease with the different stocks that are being traded. And that's the one thing that I tend to like to focus on. I like to see what the daily volume is when we're looking at stocks that are breaking out, stocks that are getting high volumes of trades every day. We want to see if it's maintaining a certain trade level or if the amount of shares that are being traded with this particular stock are up or down. What we've noticed is that the trade volume has begun to increase with not just meme stocks, but all stocks in general. And that is an important indicator because what that means is that there's more flow coming back into the trading market, which is exactly what we need to see. So what happens is when you boil all that up and package it into a beautiful package, you're finding that there's going to be more liquidity and fluidity with these particular stocks. And we're talking about meme stocks right now, particularly GameStop, which is GME, and AMC. And so what happens is when there's more stocks that are traded, when there's more volume that is traded, then the actual moves begin to materialize and formulate a lot easier. In other words, it's easier to see the formation of a given move. So if you can see that there's going to be a breakout of a potential level, it's easier to see the fluidity of the movement of that particular breakout. Conversely, if it's going to break down to a certain level, it's a lot easier to see as well because you see the volume coming in to support that particular breakdown. So these are important things that we need to realize and understand that is happening when we're looking at the trade of these stocks. Now, the two things that you're going to have to think about is how do you want to trade these particular stocks? Ultimately, there's two types of traders. There's traders that will trade options, and there's traders that will trade the straight up price of the stock. I don't think there's a particular right way or wrong way. I don't lean one way or another, but one thing I can tell you is that I trade both ways. So I love trading options. Options are a great way for you to trade if you're trading with a smaller dollar amount, because what happens is you're able to magnify the move with a smaller dollar amount. Conversely, if you're the type of person that has a certain amount of funds in your trading account and you're able to sustain trading a significant portion of your trading account with these stocks, then by all means I say to do it, because what you're going to find is that there's going to be increased volume like we were talking about earlier, and with that increased volume it's going to be easier for you to see the move. Lastly, you have to decide if you want to try to trade this in a day trade or a swing trade. The reason why I say those two options is because these particular type of stocks, I wouldn't say they're necessarily long-term holds. Now, I do understand that there are groups of people that would disagree with what I am stating, but the truth of the matter is I like to watch these move in a much more micro element, meaning days, hours, at the most weeks at a time. I don't like to trade these kind of stocks from a perspective of buying a certain portion and then just watching it fluctuate tremendously for days, weeks, or months at a time. So those are the things that you're going to have to decide for yourself. But ultimately, what I will say is that there is a ton of opportunity for you to trade these stocks however you wish to trade them and however you are most comfortable in doing so. There's some people that are extremely comfortable in day trading these stocks. They're able to trade at the market open. Their life and their lifestyle allows them to do that, and that's great. There's some people who might work while the stock market is open, and they may need to do swing trading because of the fact that they're not able to be on their phone every single second of the day, constantly watching the price movement. They're not going to be at a computer and be able to have, different programs open to know when things are going on. They just set certain parameters, and then based off those parameters, if it continues to move within that, then they just continue to keep the trade open. If it doesn't, then they can go ahead and close out the trade. But ultimately, those are the things that you need to think about. But regardless of whichever route you go, please understand that these particular stocks are set to have a tremendous amount of volatility. Remember, we're not even close to what the highest level was, especially with GameStop. It got, I believe, as high as $470 a share at one point, and it just crossed back over the $200 per share mark. These things can move, and they can move tremendously fast. So people, please get prepared, please get ready, because we might be looking at another amazing breakout and an amazing trading season coming up in the fall. And again, like I said, with all our videos, make sure you're hitting that like, subscribe, and post notification bell so you will know when we are bringing you brand new information just like this one. Till next time, guys, we'll see you in the next video.